Welcome back to the show. Time permitting, we'll hear a little bit from Mike Malarkey. But first, back to the phones. Danny claims he's been on hold for 2 hours, but we've only been on the air for 45 minutes. Hang on, Danny. Let me introduce you. Welcome to the show. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Are you? Did you just say Danny?
Yeah, is this Danny?
I can't believe this. All I want to say is...
Can you turn your TV down before you say it?
Marcus Mariota. That's quarterback's name, right?
Yeah, can you turn your TV down, please?
Let me cut down my TV.
Yeah.
I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I don't know what to do.
All right, Danny, the floor is yours. Marcus Mariota, go.
Marcus Mariota. Keep throwing to Delaney Walker, okay? And I don't know why Travis Henry is just brought in.
You mean Derrick Henry?
Been brought in earlier.
Derrick Henry, you mean. You said Travis Henry.
Keep Travis Henry. We're going all the way to Super Bowl, okay?
Okay. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Joe, what's up, Joe?
Hey, John, how you doing?
Oh, we're just having a great time here on Sports Line. Welcome to the show.
How many nights a week do y'all have this show?
Say again?
I say, how many nights a week do you have your show? I just found you here a while back.
We do it 3 nights a week. Steve Lehman does it Monday and Tuesday nights, and I do it Wednesday nights. So Wednesday extravaganza. Welcome.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Well, thank you.
I'm kind of torn. I'm a Titans fan, but also I'm a Patriots fan, and you know, I know it's going to be tough. There's not too many people can go up there and beat the Patriots unless they're having a really bad off night. Now, when they went to Miami 2 weeks ago, they got embarrassed, but now Gronk didn't get to play.
I was going to say they didn't have Gronkowski for that game, so that was a big part of it.
He is. I think he's the best tight end I ever seen by far, and he's got the speed of a wide receiver, and they say he's too fast for the linebackers. Also too big for the safety and cornerbacks. And they also, I heard today that they're getting back 3 or 4 players that I guess has been hurt. And the guy named Burkhead?
Yeah. Rex Burkhead, good running back, good receiver out of the backfield.
Well,
he's also good on the goal line and short yardage as well.
The Titans are, they've done good last couple of games, and I'm not a big Mariota fan, but I know he was hurt last offseason, and I hope maybe they just work on his passing. And I've been talking to the other announcer on here about them playing very more. He's I figured he'd be a better back, if they put him in there and leave him alone, and he's dangerous. I'm gonna tell you what, if you give him a little crease, he's got a lot of speed, and he's very physical, and I'd like to see him get more time, and I hope maybe next year he may be the main back.
Well, DeMarco Murray's out, so he's going to get all the carries on Saturday night. You'll get more of Derrick Henry than you can stand. So I don't know where things stand going forward. I don't know if if it's going to be more of a split between him and DeMarco Murray, but you got to give DeMarco Murray credit. The guy led the AFC in rushing last year, played hurt. Did a lot of good things for this organization, kind of helped change the culture. So if he's healthy and wants to come back next year, I don't think we flush him necessarily. But if you can figure out a way where both backs can get an equal amount of carries, that could be a dangerous proposition for this offense. But in terms of this week, I mean, he's the guy. So he was the guy last week, and he'll be the guy again this week. So we'll see where it goes from there.
All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to me, and I'll be calling you. And I say go Titans, but I'm a Pats fan. We don't know what to do.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Yeah, call back whenever you like. We like having you on. He's a Pats fan, probably an Alabama fan, probably a Kentucky basketball fan. Just kidding. Colleen, what's happening? You're on the air. What you got?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you? What's on your mind tonight? You're on the air.
Well, I just had a comment about the Titans.
Go right ahead.
I think the Titans have been, underestimated by a lot of people, but the way they've been playing the last couple of weeks, I think they have a very good chance of beating the Patriots on Saturday.
Okay, what do they have to do? What has to happen for them to pull this win out Saturday night?
Well, I think between Marcus Mariota and Derrick Henry, with the running game and Delaney Walker, they have a very good chance of doing what they're supposed to do to win the game.
Okay, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right, some good calls tonight. And some calls tonight, we'll say. All right, we've got a couple minutes left in this segment. Let's hear a little bit of what Mike Mularkey had to say after practice today.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I have a lot of respect for him. I know he's one of the tougher players I've been around in my career, but it must be painful enough not to be able to go.
How much, I know it's probably a point of emphasis every week, but with Brady, quick passing, getting hands up, batting balls, great turnovers, and those tight.
More than ever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they do. He does it really good. And, you know, we just, again, this is one of these situations you can't get frustrated by not getting to him because of the quick passing game. But that's certainly not going to stop us from trying.
Is there a common link in their losses other than the other team scoring more points? How they got there?
No. Nothing that stands right out and says we've got to do this or that to make a difference.
What is it? Football saying, Coach, NFL record 37th playoff Saturday. What is it about these teams? I mean, is there a constant thing that always?
That's. I've said it before. They're very disciplined. These guys, they're not going to beat themselves. They make minimal errors. They make the opponent do the damage to themselves. They're not going to let you. I've been don't break type of defense. Very methodical offense of working the ball down the field, and he's just been in the same system for a long time, and they can plug pieces in. They have been for years and had success, but they just don't make a lot of mistakes.
Mike, who gets the task of being the scout team Gronkowski?
That's Tim Semish. He's done a good job. He has. He's done a really good job. He's done really good all year. I mean, we've faced some tight ends, and he's given us a good picture.
You were tight end in the NFL. Is Gronk one of the best ever? Some say he's the best ever.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a very good player. It's tough to find guys that can do both. I mean, you have your blockers, and then you have your pass receiving tight ends, and then you have very few guys can do what he does as well as he does. So that puts him in a different class.
Patriots are different in that they seem to attack each week individually. Like, you never know which back you are going to get. Are you confident you know what's coming your way?
I think we have a pretty good idea of what. I mean, it's yeah, I think we do. I'll say it that. I'll leave it at that.
You obviously want to get pressure on Brady. He's good at getting it out quick and get some pressure. What's the challenge against a quarterback that's efficient?
A lot of it's get your hands up. You know, if you can't get there, try to at least get hands up where it's not as clean of throws. The coverage obviously has got to be very good. You know what to expect. You get what they do. The hard part is they try to get in mismatches, and they've done a good job of that for years. That's the thing we've got to do a good job of changing up what we're doing a little bit to kind of counter what they're doing.
I know all the position groups need to play great Saturday night, but is there one group that you need to play the best they've ever played in their entire life? Just one?
One?
Just one, yeah.
Quarterback wouldn't be bad. That would be a good position to play your best game ever, and yeah, that'd be a good one.
Probably have the most confidence that he's won.
All right, Mike Mularkey, head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Titans getting ready for the big game Saturday night in New England. You can watch it over on News Channel 5. We'll come back and wrap things up on Sportsline right after this.